What's up, Gemini gang? What's happening? So I'm gonna run through each of the signs real fast. I may timestamp them. Who knows? Um, you're more than welcome to timestamp in the comments as well, but we'll see if I'm a timestamp them or not. It just depends on how I feel. All right. I'm gonna go through each sign. Remember to check their sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, if you know all that. This is just their feelings, their next actions, etc., etc., etc. All right. So let's get started. All Gemini placements, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take it how it resonates with you and your situation. If you need a personal reading, check the description box, you guys. LovePeachGenesis.com. 2-question readings are still available. Okay, so let's see what's going on real quick. All right. Hit those likes, hit those likes, hit those likes, y'all. Hit that subscribe. Okay, turn on the notification bell. Y'all been doing good about that anyways. So let's see what's going on. Gemini dealing with an Aries. And these are going to be short, you guys, so I don't want the video to be too long. Gemini dealing with an Aries. Okay, that's a Gemini dealing with an Aries. 7 of Wands. I'm going to at least do at least 2. Unless I got to... pull. Okay, so interesting. So the Aries is feeling very passionate. And you have to take this how it resonates. Some of you aren't separated from this person. Some of you are. Okay, so you have to take it how it resonates. But somebody is kind of wanting to have fun with you. I feel like too someone may be on the verge of feeling like they aren't time's kind of ticking or running out for them, if that makes sense. So I feel like somebody's kind of wanting to like stand out from everybody else, especially with the Hangman and 2 of Cups here. I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Lots of cards, 8 of Wands that I'm not going to pay no mind to. But the Hangman's here on the bottom, so I feel like the Aries may have like stepped away from you, but they're coming back full force. And I feel like I'm not going to say that they may have decided to not engage, but I feel like the Aries has kind of like changed their mind, or they're seeing something differently. So if the Aries like pulled away, or if the Aries may have said something that they didn't mean, or whatever the case may be, I'm feeling like the Aries is going to spin the block back, okay, to try to defend their spot in your life, especially with this Knight of Wands here. So the Aries may offer to, take you somewhere, have some fun. This is kind of an adventure type of energy, or just come in on a super hype energy, if that makes sense. So yeah, Aries already starting off very fiery. Gemini dealing with a Taurus. Wow. Okay. Gemini dealing with a Taurus. This is interesting. Oh, Taurus isn't doing too well. Gemini and Taurus. I feel like you two had a fight or an argument, or Taurus is feeling like their ego got bruised. The Star card here on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not feeling how Taurus is. Something was said, so you have to take it how it resonates with you. Okay, Ace of Swords here on the bottom. So Taurus either said something that they didn't mean, or you said something to Taurus that hurt them. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a conversation that's had about this, but if Taurus has pulled away or their energy has shifted, I feel like they are going to communicate with you, but it'll be after they've kind of gone through their whole healing process. I feel like Taurus is going through a lot mentally and emotionally, and they're going through some tough times, and I feel like it has to do with you. Like, I'm not sure if, like I said, some words were exchanged that they didn't mean, and now they're kind of feeling the effects of it. Or there's something like outside that this person is stressing over. But yeah, Taurus is stressing, but Taurus will be back to normal, or want to talk about the situation once they have kind of calmed down, or once they've kind of gotten out of this energy. Taurus may also be very like emotional and stuff at night over this, even though they don't tell you that or show that. But Gemini dealing with a Gemini. Again, you don't really know who is who when you're dealing with stuff like this, but 8 of Pentacles, Gemini dealing with a Gemini. Okay. All right. Some of you are taking a break from the Gemini. Here's the Star card here. I feel like with this, you guys, there's definitely an energy of something kind of being okay the way that it is now. But this could also be too of, how can I put it, like Gemini wanting something to be like it used to be, if that makes sense. Like if you're dealing with a Gemini, things may have kind of fallen off between you two, and it's like now they want to get back to how something was, if that makes sense. I'm also getting to, with Gemini, this person is either wanting to enjoy more moments or create more happy moments with you, or needing to learn how to enjoy the moment more. And I feel like that's heavy in this energy here. And if there was a fight or argument or whatever, I'm seeing that is going to be resolved. So something with Gemini is going to be resolved, especially with the star here on the bottom. Somebody wants to heal the connection. Gemini dealing with a Cancer. Wow. That moved out pretty quickly. Yeah, Cancer's holding back. Okay. Page of Swords on the bottom, but Cancer watches you like a hawk. Cancer watches you like a hawk, Geminis. And I mean in the worst way. Wow. Probably trying to see if you have somebody else, or Cancer is feeling a way about something you said or did. They'll be back though, the world. Cancer will be back, but you have to give Cancer a little bit of time. Yeah, Three of Wands here on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like Cancer has been kind of waiting on you. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Knight of Swords on the bottom. Cancer has been waiting on you. So Cancer might be wanting you to make a move, or whatever the case may be. Cancer is holding themselves back a lot. Eventually they won't though, but yeah, Cancer's been kind of waiting on you, but I feel like eventually they'll get tired of waiting. They're chilling. Yeah, Temperance card here. The Star card again. Yeah, they'll eventually try to heal it and fix it. Geminis, but I kind of get a vibe. Cancer wants you to do it. Child, please. All right, so what's next? Who's next? Gemini and Leo. Gemini and Leo. Almost saw the Hangman. Gemini dealing with a Leo. Okay, Leo is energy is very stuck. We ain't got time for this, Leo. Okay. Gemini, oop, and it came out again. Gemini dealing with a Leo. Okay, there's definitely an energy of something stuck here. Hangman, the Chariot, yeah, Four of Swords. It's like Leo doesn't know what to do right now. I feel like Leo is in this state of, where is this going? What are we doing? What do I want? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, the High Priestess. Okay. So I feel like Leo is, Leo doesn't feel like they measure up. This kind of aligns with the energy that I pulled earlier. I saw that Seven of Swords too. So I feel like Leo may not be, Leo doesn't feel like they measure up. That's, yeah, Five of Swords. Leo is a sabotager too. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like Leo may be a sabotager. Leo may also have a choice too. Like if they're trying to decide if they want to be single, if they want to be in a relationship, they may be trying to decide if they want to be with you or play the field as well. So I feel like Leo is kind of torn in between different things. Leo is stuck, confused, everything like that. However, wow, see, I was going to say that their feelings, I feel like, are very genuine for you. They don't know how to express them though. Three of Pentacles here on the bottom. They don't know how to express them. And again, I feel like Leo may feel like you are a little bit out of their league. Like they don't have enough to offer you, Knight of Cups, but they're still going to offer. Like, you know, I don't feel like, you know, Leo isn't going to spin the block back. Yeah, the World, as I split the deck. Excuse me. But yeah, Leo, I feel like Leo is like kind of in this indecisive energy that isn't, I don't think it's going to work for you, especially for how they're seeing you. And I feel like too, which is a good thing, I feel like Leo wants to come correct too. Leo doesn't want to just approach you any kind of way. Okay, so that's a plus to this, even though they are a little indecisive right now. All right, Gemini dealing with a Virgo. Nine of Cups. Gemini dealing with a Virgo. Eight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. And the High Priestess again. So I feel like Virgo, Virgo's kind of contemplating on their next move. Now, I will say this. Virgo is kind of like, what are we doing with this connection? Like, well, here's what's interesting. The Nine of Cups is coming before the 8. So Virgo is moving away from this energy to this energy. So where this is heavily has to do with like a friends with benefit situation. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on with you and Virgo. But I feel like Virgo is thinking about from moving your connection from a casual, physical thing to something more solid and stable. Like I said, they're only at a 7 though, as far as this goes. So I'm not seeing anything like solid. I'm seeing whoever this is, as far as if you're dealing with Virgo, you're still in contact. I'm not seeing that there's no contact, but there may be. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like Virgo is just kind of in this contemplation energy of like where they want this connection to go and how to move forward. But I don't see Virgo giving up, especially with this 9 of Wands here. Virgo's going to tough it out. Okay, Virgo's going to tough it out. And I feel like Virgo wants to offer you more as well. And I'm seeing that's a thing. Yeah, the Strength card. That's like a heavy thing here lately. With dealing with people that want to offer you more, have more to offer you. If that makes sense. And I feel like this is what is going on. Some of you are friends with Virgo too. You're going to have a friend turn lover situation with Virgo, or that was already a thing. But I feel like Virgo is just kind of contemplating on where to go and how to get to the next steps between you and them. Okay, who's after Virgo? Libra. Gemini dealing with a Libra. Gemini dealing with a Libra. There we go. 8 of Swords. Oh, Lordy. Page of Cups. And to the, oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune. This is what all flipped out. And I'm trying to put too many cards down per sign. The King of Pentacles. Okay, Judgment, the Knight of Cups also, not the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles also came out. So if you're not talking to Libra, you will be very, very soon. Very soon. Some of you may even get some type of apology, some type of sweet gesture. And I mean like sending you a song or something that reminds them of you. A poem or a love letter or something along the lines of that. Something's changing with Libra. Libra may have also gotten some type of karma as well. For either keeping you waiting or not doing what Spirit is calling them to do, if that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like they'll get out of that. Libra may also be getting into a better space financially, or that could be their focus. Again, this is like heavy in the readings lately with you guys dealing with people that want to do better for you and provide for you and give to you. The way that they feel like you deserve, if that makes sense. Libra may also want children, so yeah, I'll be on the heads up with that one. King of Pentacles here on the bottom. So I feel like though they still want to provide for you though. Like they're not going to, just leave you hanging or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I feel like Libra is making their way back around, or Libra is wanting to change the state of y'all's connection. So if y'all are talking or whatever, Libra's going to want to commit. If y'all are already committed, Libra's going to start talking marriage. I'm seeing something leveling up, if that makes sense, after a long time coming. So a Gemini 333 when I looked over. Gemini dealing with a Scorpio. Gemini dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, and he flips over. Okay, King of Cups. Interesting. He's showing up in the spread. Lots of other cards flipped over. Scorpio has lots of feelings. Scorpio is going to express themselves to you. Yeah, could also be too. They're coming up as pages though. If you're not talking to Scorpio, you will be. 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles here. 6 of Wands. Yeah, Scorpio is going to, I feel like Scorpio too likes to show their love and not necessarily say it as well. So I feel like Scorpio is going to want to come in and show how they feel or how they care about you or whatever the case may be. But I do get like the fire and the passion and things. Was it Aries? I got this, but somebody being very passionate and fun and wanting to do things with you. Also get some travel too. So some of you may need to travel. No way. The Queen of Cups. I told you Scorpio is either going to like fight for you. Wow. Ace of Wands here on the bottom. Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. Yeah, Scorpio might fight for you. Scorpio's going to fight for this connection. Yeah, especially if you're trying to get rid of them. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. There's not much more to say with Scorpio. Scorpio is committed. Let me shuffle real fast. Okay, so Gemini dealing with a Sag. Gemini dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, Two of Wands. Gemini dealing with a Sagittarius. All right, Six of Swords. I'm seeing the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Four of Pentacles here. So I feel like Sag is planning something. Sag is planning to have a new start, a fresh start with you, with this Fool card, Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. But I feel like the motives might be a little off. So I would be very cautious of Sag's motives. Again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but I feel like some of you, this Sag is dependent on you in some way, and they don't want to lose that. Also be cautious too of Sag not being happy for you in your success. Sag is the first one that's a little sketchy. You guys, Sag is the first that's a little bit sketchy. I also get too from Sag, like, I'm just saying, like, Sag is wanting, I don't want to say use you, but like wanting you around for their benefit. This is just kind of what I get with Sag's energy. So, you know, I would be cautious of that. I don't feel like they're a bad person necessarily, but there's some type of codependency that Sag has on you, and they don't want to lose that. Do they care about you? Absolutely. But I'm not saying that they don't care, but it's like, you know, whatever their next action is or next motive is, I will be mindful of their motive of it. So say for instance, because I don't feel like it's necessarily like a terrible thing, like bad. So say for instance, what I mean by this is somebody's spending a lot of money because Christmas is coming up. So Sag buying you a dope Christmas gift or an expensive Christmas gift because they want one themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like them doing something because they want it back, like doing something for their own benefit. If that makes sense. So you have to take that how it resonates with you. But yeah, and if you're separated from Sag, like, you know, I feel like they're coming back around because there's something that you offer them that they don't want to lose. Okay, so, you know, be mindful of that. All right, so who's after Sag? Capricorn. Okay, Gemini dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn watches you like a hawk. Gemini dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn watches you like a hawk, and I mean like a hawk. They'll come forward though. Capricorn, Gemini dealing with a Capricorn. What's really going on? Yeah, Capricorn has been kind of in hermit mode. Yeah, the Temperance here on the bottom. Capricorn has been in hermit mode. I'm seeing the Hermit and the Death card, but they're going to get out of that. Capricorn's going to get out of whatever rut they've been in. I feel like for some of you, they may have like isolated themselves. Y'all fell out and they isolated themselves, or this is how they cope. Like they cope by isolating themselves. But I also get too, because there's a lot of major arcana with Capricorn, and I feel like if they were forced to be in solitude, it helped them tremendously. I feel like Capricorn really needed to do a lot of self-reflection on self before they can offer you anything substantial, if that makes sense. But this is like a heavy spiritual transformation too, especially with the Judgment here. I feel like Capricorn's been kind of going through it. Okay, and it may not be easy. And I feel like Capricorn this kind of touches on the reading from earlier too, as far as Capricorn realizing that they could give more, like the energy wasn't reciprocated between them and you. And I feel like with the Death and the Hermit, I feel like the Capricorn doesn't want to be by themselves anymore. They don't want to be or they don't want to be by themselves, because some of you may be still with Capricorn and thinking about leaving, or thinking about you know, going away, or whatever the case may be, divorcing or separating, and Capricorn doesn't want to be alone at the end of the day. Okay, so yeah, wow, y'all. So I'm seeing the Knight of Swords here on the bottom. I'm seeing the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Yep, and then I saw the Queen of Cups sticking out as well. So I feel like you're Capricorn sees you as a very nurturing, supportive, loving, but Capricorn also feels like you're their perfect match in a nutshell. And that's why they're making their way back around. After they spy on you for a little bit, watch and all that, I feel like Capricorn is going to make a final decision about you. Okay. Who's after Capricorn? Aquarius. Gemini dealing with an Aquarius. Whoa. Whoa. Well, yeah, Aquarius is making their rounds. The Aquarius, wow. Okay, so Aquarius is making their way back around. You have something coming full circle. You have the infinity symbol here on the strength card, and then you have like the soulmate here, 1111 card, 8 of wands, 6 of wands, 2 of wands. Aquarius is planning to make their way back around. I feel like Aquarius may reach out to you like on a whim or on a surprise. Yeah, but I feel like Aquarius is planning, and Aquarius is trying to find like the perfect way to reach out, or the perfect way to especially if you're still dealing with them. So the perfect way to like bring you a gift, or the perfect way to, you know, say I love you, or whatever the next step is for you. It's like Aquarius is trying to make it right, like make it perfect, even though, you know, it doesn't exist. But yeah, I feel like with Aquarius is planning something, and I feel like it's to take something to the next level, you know, to open up, you know, within their means, okay, or just to like enjoy your time and company, or whatever the case may be, because again, all of you aren't separated from Aquarius, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm seeing the moon here, and I'm seeing the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, Aquarius got something going on behind the scenes, honey. It's going to be different for all of you. Yes, the 7 of Swords here. I don't feel like it's necessarily bad, though. I don't feel like it's bad. I feel like it's something that is going to, like, take something to the next level between you and Aquarius. So, you know, I'd be mindful, though, of any, like, you know, children popping up or whatever. And I mean between you and Aquarius, not no outside stuff. All right, so what's after Aquarius? Pisces. Gemini dealing with a Pisces. Okay, the Hierophant. Gemini dealing with a Pisces. Okay, Gemini dealing with a Pisces. I feel like, yeah, Pisces wants you to teach them what you want, or tell them what you want. They may ask you, hey, what do you want? How can I do better? What can I do to move the connection forward, or whatever the case may be. I feel like Pisces kind of wants you to like get over something too, if that makes sense. Lots of patience here with Pisces, child. Lots and lots of patience. But I do feel like Pisces is wanting to come together with you. See? Oh man, same energy as Capricorn. The King of Pentacles here on the bottom, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles as well. Yeah, Pisces is wanting to make things official. Could be a marriage, or again, them just talking about commitment, marriage, but also like teach me how to love you. What's your love language? How can I be there for you? How can I show up for you? That's kind of what I get. Or they show this through their actions. Gemini. So Pisces has really great intentions. Pisces wants to come together with you, especially with this Temperance card here. Pisces wants to incorporate you into their life, which again, they may not have been doing before. But I am getting a little bit of an immaturity here with the Page of Wands. So there may be a need for you to be of a teacher to this person, especially with the Hierophant. And they may even ask you to do this, okay? Even if it's not exact words, if that makes sense, okay? But yeah, Pisces coming through with the... interesting, the King of Cups with the next level, the proposal, the whatever, okay? And I feel like for some of you Pisces, it's taking Pisces a while to do this. All right, so that's that, you guys. Hit the like, hit that subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace out.